Welcome to the Sunday Morning Sumo Show. I'm JJ, and I'm happy to bring you the final of the videos that I had planned to release between the November and January tournaments. Much like with Hatsuyama, I knew very little about Asahakuryu going into this video. Well, I mean, that's not entirely true. I mean, I've seen a few of his matches in the Mita, Oshomi, and Hatsuyama videos that I've done on the channel in the last couple of weeks, but, I mean, I haven't really paid attention to him as such, you know? As such, this video will recover some of those matches. If, like me, you thought that Hatsuyama had a short stay in 2nd Division, you would be absolutely thrilled to see that Asahakuryu has only 2 tournaments to his name in Juryo, both of which resulted in a double-digit record, and the first of which was a Yusho in September that had a 13-win, 2-loss record. Without a doubt, that would catapult him towards the top of that division. Since Asahakuryu is in Takasago's stable, he would not fight either of his stablemates, Asanoyama and Asasuiryu, so, to make things easier for myself, I'm just gonna call him Asa moving forward. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and hit the notification bell, and leave a comment telling me your thoughts. It all helps to make the channel grow. And if you want to see videos like this one early, hop in our Discord channel, and you'll get to watch them before they go live on YouTube. 10 wins and 5 losses would see him propelled alongside his stablemate Asanoyama into Makuuchi. His opening week was a little slow to start. In the first 5 days, Asa would pick up 2 losses out of 5. Asa would be only one of 2 men that fought Mita before his injury and subsequent falling out of the tournament. At the start of the match, he moves forward, trying to catch Mita with a right hand. As Mita continues to circle, Asa decides to stop trying for the grip entirely, instead just moving forward with arms raised to force Mita out of the ring. He looks very stable in this match. The amount of times that I'm getting to see Daisei-san in this series, I'm honestly beginning to just kinda like him. This is a proper lock-up match with a lot of really fun beats. Asa gets in hard and fast, immediately getting into an inside left, outside right hand belt grip. Daisei-san swings him around a bit and Asa fights back into the middle of the ring. This is where the lockup happens. They fight for position before Asa tries to move Daisei-san towards the bales. From here, Daisei-san turns momentum in his favor. Asa tries a throw, but he doesn't quite have enough to finish, and Daisei-san counters using his new position to push his opponent out. After putting Mita out of commission on day 2, Kageyaki would be pitted up against Asa on day 3. This is a nice opening with a strong charge. Asa does good work at staying lower than Kageyaki, however he's unable to get his hands on the belt, and Kageyaki just works to move him back with unrelenting pushing attacks. Day 4 sees Asa fighting up into the top division for the first time as a visitor to fill out the roster. His opponent is Oshomi, though, so not really a test against the top division medal. Off of the Tachiai, Asa gets a right hand inside, left hand outside grip, which is mirrored by Oshomi. There's some good back and forth action between these two, a coast to coast driven by Oshomi. Once on the bales, though, Asa pivots and leans into his opponent to crush him to the clay. The final match of Asa's opening 5 was against Hitoshi, who was absolutely falling apart this tournament. The two of them collide well off the charge, neither of them getting a belt grip. Asa tries to unbalance Hitoshi with a quick pull before immediately going on the offensive. He doesn't attempt a belt grip at all, instead he just puts one foot in front of the other, leaning into a panicking Hitoshi's pull attempt. One of the first things that I noticed about Asahakuryu is that he likes to be the last one to touch down, at least in the matches that we've seen. Of the 5 previous fights, Asahakuryu touched down first only once, and that was against Hitoshi. And of the remaining 10 matches, he would touch down first only 2 more times. Fuji-san is the next man to face Asa. There's a false start before this match where Fuji gets far enough to actually make contact, but for the first half of the actual match, Asa does a really good job at keeping Fuji's hands away from him. He does this by keeping his own hands on Fuji's elbows and shoulders. Eventually, however, Fuji gets on the inside and uses the subsequent belt grip to bring Asa over the bales. Asa fights, but he gives in when he knows that he's going to lose to prevent injury. The next man to face him would be Kotoeho, who is now in a really good position to climb back into Maegashira ranks should he do well this January. This match is over quite quickly. Kotoeho gets his hands on the inside. Asa doesn't really have much in the way of defense here. At this point, Asahakuryu's tournament was looking pretty dim. Granted, 3 wins, 4 losses isn't terrible. From this point on, however, things would take a sharp turn and he would start really racking up the wins. The first of which came against Kotokuzan. Instead of moving forward, Asa comes at Koto from the side. He gets an outside left and an underhook with the right hand. And from here, Asa brings Koto out of the ring. Nishikigi is so close to falling out of second division. Man, it makes me really sad because this guy has been a staple of the Sekitori ranks since I've been watching the sport. Another instance where Asa is leading with his left hand, reaching out for the belt while his right arm forces Nishikigi's shoulders up and back. A quick handling of things from Asa for sure, and I hope that if Nishikigi does fall out of second division, he doesn't retire. The final of Asahakuryu's middle third was against fellow top division debutant Hatsuyama. If you want to see a video like this about him, check the channel. This is quite a long match with a drawn-out lockup, both men having an inside left. Asahakuryu does get his right hand on the belt first, and it's partially thanks to a loose belt on his end that he's able to move without too much issue. My observation about Asahakuryu liking to touch down second seems to definitely prove true, when in the last 5 matches he touched down every single time. Day 11 is a first-time meeting between Asa and Tochi Taikai. The two of them collide together and Asa is reaching for a left-hand grip, but Tochi slaps the hands down and away. There's a small stalemate until Tochi Taikai tries for an arm throw. This doesn't work, it just opens himself up for the following drive. It's been a while since we've seen Butterboy do his Slippy Sumo, and from the score and rank that I'm seeing here, it's gonna still be a while before we see him back up in the top division again. Asa opens up with a slap to the face before getting his hands on the belt. Kaio tries to bring Asa over the bales, but there's a reversal and Kaio is unable to stop Asa's attack. This match marks the second time in the entire tournament that Asa touches down first. Very deliberately so from Kazekeno's part. He just doesn't touch down until Asa does first. There's a flurry of action after the charge, both men ending up leaning heavily on one another's shoulders with arms propped out far. This is prime parry territory here, and that's exactly what Kazekeno attempts. Asa doubles down and dives in, driving his opponent over the bales, and it works. The final win of 2025 for Asahakuryu came against Shirokuma. This is a blink and you'll miss it kind of match where there's starting out with another slap to the face from Asa followed by an outside left hand belt grip. Seems to do that quite a bit. It's not long before Asa is bringing Shirokuma over the bales. And finally, rounding out the last match of 2025 for both Asahakuryu and this channel, we have a fight against Takeru Fuji, who at this point is 7 wins and 7 losses. In this match, The Undertaker looked like he was in good form, hitting Asa hard enough off of the Tachiai to bring him right to the bales. Takeru Fuji then gets his hands on the inside and uses this position to bully Asahakuryu over from here and out of the dojo. 15 matches, 12 of which started when Asahakuryu wanted them to. 10 matches went his way, 5 didn't. It's enough to bring him into the highest division of the sport come January. There were some good matches for sure, and you really gotta love a stretch of victories. Getting double digits is good, I can only wonder how his straightforward guerrilla style of sumo will fare against the top division killers and salarymen. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate your time. I hope that you enjoyed the video and that you'll keep an eye out for more. To do that, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Also, ring the notification bell to know when we go live. Sumo is starting up pretty immediately, and Goose and I will be here to bring you all 15 days of it live with English commentary. Finally, don't forget to leave a comment telling me what you think about Asahakuryu and how he'll perform this month. I'd really love to know what you think. Oh, don't forget to join our Discord channel if you want to see videos like this earlier than they are posted on YouTube. That's everything that I have for you guys today. Bye for now.